Hey YouTubers, this is the host with the most. I I messed up my ram. Well, a little bit rhyme. Try to kill it, but messed up. But anyway, I'm coming to you with the stat squish. I did a video on it earlier, but it just completely sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about. I was muffled and I was on something higher. Just I don't know. I don't know what happened with that video. I didn't sound like I was talking about it. It didn't even sound like I read the patch notes and all those had to do with Warcraft or whatever. But this is my retry. So this is point two, 2.0 or whatever you want to put it. But I'm talking about the stat squish and I've had some time that I really just went in on it. Like I said, I don't like the fact that they're neutering everything, but they're neutering the enemy's health, the armor for the new expansion, and all the armor you already have. So you won't be able to say, you know what, I don't like this armor, and I'm gonna go back and use my old armor. Armor. When they flick that switch, all the health will go down from all the monsters, old, present, future. All the health will go down. How much they hit will go down, and vice versa for characters. Your health will go down. Your how much you hitting them for will go down, but it will be the same Warcraft that you know. Now, I got some skeptical. I'm skeptical about whether they're gonna pull this off or not. I don't know if they're gonna pull this off. Just plain and simple, simple and plain. It it's a whole they're hardwiring or redoing, remaking, rebooting the entire game. It's gonna be all new character models. There's gonna be all new character models, all new NPC models, all new. They're not doing any quests, but there's gonna be some new quests for Warlords of Draenor. But this is not a video on that. But they're flicking the switch. There's no more. They're not gonna be no more 500k health for a uh, a mage or cloth. There's not gonna be your DPS is doing in the millions. I did a raid the other day where a guy, he was a moonskin, he was a druid, a druid moonskin, pretty much. That's one of the specs and range spec, and he was doing a million health. He did a million health, a million K DPS on a boss. Helped us finish off heroic Shafir, in which I think that man he killed it. Like he made up the difference. And like I said, DPS is important, healing is important. It's three ways you pretty much can flap out in Warcraft. You could either not heal enough, not do enough DPS, or your tank just doesn't have enough health and doesn't know what he's doing. So, or fourth one I forgot, the mechanics of the fight just overwhelm you and nobody knows a fight. Everybody does something different, just how it goes. And it's human error. We're all human, so that's fine. But I don't know. I don't know. Just they said we're still gonna be able to do old content. I think it's gonna be a while before they perfect this and do it right. But they're just noting everything to where they're trying to go to a natural progression, how it was from Vanilla WoW, TBC, and then Wrath and Lich King. When they got to Cataclysm, it just got out of hand, and then Mop just further went into the cloud. So I want to see how they're gonna do it. I've been looking at some of the beta reviews and some of the videos and people's channels on Twitch and YouTube. And I wish I was in the beta, which it's a double-edged sword. You get to review all the content before it comes out, but on the other hand, when it goes live and then they wipe, because you don't get to go into the beta with your character. You make a pre-made character and you test out the beta. in the alpha. So I kind of want to do that, but then again, like I said, I'm probably gonna go through the story with the lifespan a while about 6 times. Cause I have 6 level 90s, in which I think that's just ridiculous. I think I honestly need to faction change some of them and do some stuff. So I just won't be overwhelmed and just have a just. But a lot of people have more characters than me, so I don't think I'm like right in the middle of how bad players can get. For a long time, I only had one character that I just failed on and I didn't play, and another one that I loved and just played to death, and I had a main, but now I switched it up and doing some different things. But I think the stat squish is gonna be, long as I'm able to tank old instances and do old content like I am able to now, and as a natural progression where I can go in there and I can do Wrath and Lich King by myself. Older War, you'll never be able to do by yourself because of that vehicle battle, and it might just go through and just knock down the tank or something like that. Be that strong to be able to do it, but you're not gonna have. I think they said it's toned down, but where by the end of Warlords of Draenor, you might have like 70 to 100k health, in which I'm fine with that. And then you might be doing what highest 20 20 to 30k DPS. They well no, that's Reference King. You was doing that, so it's gonna be you're gonna be hitting them for about 30. You're gonna see numbers around in the 30 30 to 20k range flying out of people's heads by the end raid boss in Warlords of Draenor, and I'm fine with that. That's cool. I have no problem with that. It makes a better progression or whatever. So at first I was a little pissed when I heard about it, but think it's gonna make a little more sense. So if you disagree with me, you agree with me, you just want to say, hey, Lee Joe, what's up? Like my video, subscribe, put comments down below, and until next time, YouTubers, you.